Your dirt bike's engine is nothing short of a masterpiece. A rugged little beast of engineering crafted for abuse, tested for endurance, designed to deliver power and reliability every time you twist the throttle and rip into the dirt. But here's the truth most riders don't want to hear. The real danger to your engine isn't the hours you pile on the clock, it's the way you ride it. Those tiny bad habits you repeat every day out on the trail or track quietly sabotage your engine from the inside out. And when that engine finally grenades, rebuilding it ain't cheap. So in this video, we're calling out 9 riding habits that slowly kill your dirt bike engine, the invisible damage they cause, and how to fix them before they cost you thousands. Let's kick it off with a mistake just about every dirt rider makes. Short rides. If you're constantly firing up your bike for a quick lap around the yard, or a 2-minute buzz down a fire road, you're setting your engine up for long-term damage. Why? Because dirt bikes, like any engine, are designed to run hot. That's when the oil gets thin enough to flow and burn off moisture and crud. But when you only ride short distances, the oil never heats up enough. That means condensation, unburned fuel, and acids sit in your engine, corroding parts and building sludge. Over time, it weakens your internals, clogs oil passages, and eats away at your top end. If short runs are all you can do, at least take your bike out every so often for a solid 20-30 minute ride to heat things up and clean things out. Next is a classic rookie mistake: revving a cold engine. Feels harmless, right? You fire it up on a chilly morning, whack the throttle, hear that brrrap echo through the pits, and take off. But inside your engine, bad news. Overnight, the oil settles in the crankcase and thickens as it cools. That means when you start it cold, key parts, rings, bearings, cylinder walls, are running almost dry. And if you hammer the throttle right away, they grind together like sandpaper on aluminium. Most mechanics will tell you, the worst engine wear happens in the first minute after a cold start. Scored cylinders, wiped bearings, early rebuilds, all trace back to impatient riders. The fix, easy. Let it idle gently for about a minute. No need for a long warm-up. Then ride it easy for the first few minutes. Your top end will thank you. Mistake number 3, lugging your engine. You've probably done it without even realizing it. Lugging is when you're crawling through a tight section in too high a gear, forcing the engine to grunt at too low RPM. When you roll on the throttle like that, you overload the crank, rods, and bearings. Worse, those deep vibrations loosen bolts and hammer your case over time. Rule of thumb, if it's chugging and rattling instead of pulling smooth, you're lugging it. Drop a gear and keep your revs up where your engine wants to live. Every dirt bike has a red line for a reason. It marks the limit your engine can safely handle. But too many riders treat it like a challenge instead of a warning. Occasionally, flirting with it won't hurt. But living there, especially when it's not warmed up, that's begging for trouble. At sky-high RPMs, valves, springs, and bearings are working overtime. Push too far and valves can float, fail to close properly, and kiss your piston. Even if you don't grenade it, constant over-revving wears out rings, guides, and bearings fast. One rider we know redlined his 250F every moto, even from cold. By mid-season, his power was gone and his valves were shot. Bottom line, let it scream when you need to, but don't live pinned. Ride smart and keep your engine alive. That satisfying bark of engine braking when you jam it down a gear heading into a corner. But if you're sloppy about it, it's brutal on your engine. Downshifting without matching RPM to wheel speed spikes the revs and shocks the drivetrain. Basically a mini over rev. That abuse beats up valves, chains, clutch plates, and the top end. Want to avoid it? Learn to rev match. Before you let out the clutch, blit the throttle to bring the revs up to match the lower gear. Smooth, fast, and easy on your bike. Out on tight trails or in start-stop racing, it's tempting to feather the clutch constantly. Feels like the right way to control the bike. But riding the clutch too much burns it up and contaminates your oil with debris. You'll notice it, that burnt smell, slipping at high RPM and a mushy feel. The fix? Use the clutch decisively, fully in or fully out whenever possible. Learn throttle and brake control for slow speed work instead of dragging the clutch. We've all seen it. Someone pins it, dumps the clutch and wheelies off into the distance. Looks cool, but dumping the clutch under high RPM is hell on your clutch and bottom end. The plates slam, the chain stretches, sprockets chip, and you can even twist a crank. And if your bike tips back hard, certain parts of your motor can starve for oil. Better move? Feed the clutch out smoothly as you roll on. You'll still launch fast, but without wrecking your bike. Waiting for a gate drop or sitting at a red light with the clutch pulled, not as harmless as it seems. Keeping it in gear with the clutch engaged for long stretches wears out the throw-out bearing and clutch springs. If someone bumps you, your bike could even lurch forward unexpectedly. Instead, pop it in neutral if you're waiting more than a few seconds. Easier on your hand and your clutch. Modern dirt bikes can handle heat pretty well, but no motor likes sitting and idling for minutes at a time. Heat builds, oil thins, and carbureted bikes can even start boiling fuel. Better idea, warm it for a minute or two, then ride easy. Moving air cools better than anything, and if you're stuck and the temp spikes, shut it down and cool off. At the end of the day, dirt bikes are built to be ridden, and ridden hard. But like any finely tuned machine, they only last if you treat them right. Those little habits you practice every ride, they either keep your engine strong or slowly kill it. Don't rev it cold. Don't lug it. Rev match your downshifts. Take care of your clutch. And always listen to what your bike is telling you. These small adjustments are the difference between a bike that blows up at 50 hours and one that rips past 300. Well, again, that's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, smash those like and subscribe buttons and I'll continue to deliver more dirt bike, motocross, and possibly even enduro content coming soon. And let us know in the comments, which bad habit are you guilty of? Mine? Not warming it up enough before I start riding. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and we'll catch you in the next one.